Hey physics class, these are your laboratory instructions for Thursday, April 16th. On a day like this, I really miss having a laboratory. I miss being able to have everyone in the same room with the same instructions and the same materials. Now, obviously you're all getting the same instructions, but I'm asking you to build something today, and everyone may have different materials, resources that they have available wherever you are. So you might need to make yours a little bit different than mine, but it's okay. You can be a little creative, a little inventive. I'm going to try and give the instructions broadly so that you can adapt them. What we're going to be building is an electroscope. And in order to build an electroscope, you're going to need some thin, kind of wiry metal. Paper clip would be perfect. Unfortunately, I can't find any paper clips at my house. All I can find are these safety pins. I don't want to use those because they're sharp. I did find this spring clip. I think I'm actually going to be able to use that. You're going to need some aluminum foil. This is actually quite enough right here. And last of all, it helps if you have a glass jar. The purpose of the jar is to keep the wind from disturbing it. So I'm going to show you what you need to make, how you need to make it, and hopefully, whether you have the same stuff as I do or not, you'll be able to make an electroscope for yourself and demonstrate its use. So let me get these things out of the way. Here's why you need to have a thin, wiry piece of metal. You need to have 2 hooks. Now, I'm really kind of thrilled about this. This is already perfectly in the right shape. Basically, if I had a paper clip, I would fold it into a shape like that. Now, I'm looking at these. These are almost sharp enough. I'm afraid that what I'm going to hang on them might actually fall off. So I'm going to just persuade these a little bit. There we go. A little bit more curved up. And a little bit more pinched in. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So the reason that I need 2 hooks right next to each other is because I'm going to hang 2 very light things from the 2 hooks. I'm going to hang 2 little flaps of aluminum foil. So when I say little, I mean like little. That's 1/4 of an inch wide and like an inch long. So tearing another one, that should do it. So what I want from this is I want it to be very flat, very light, and I'm basically going to hang these 2 things on those hooks like they were just big earrings. So it's going to look like this. Ta-da! And you really want to be careful with this. It's very easy to rip through that. So let me hang the other one. Now, oops, it fell off. One byproduct of forcing on there is you can see it kind of got wrinkled. You want that to be flat because you want it to be as free hanging as possible. So let me get this back on so I can, oh my, yeah, this is This is going to be great. Okay. So these two are hanging. They're able to flap around, right? They have to be really loose. I'm flirting with danger here, waving them around because they might fall off. The reason that they need to be so loose is because they need to be free to move under very slight pressure. Now, I am thinking that hook, I might need to make that a little bit sharper, but I'm going to hold off on that for the time being. Now, the reason that you need to have the glass jar is so that you can suspend this. Just use your imagination for a sec. You can suspend this inside the glass jar so that they hang in there protected from the wind or from the breeze. Now, there are lots of ways that you can do this. If you happen to have a lid with a hole in the center, you can use that to suspend it. I think that's actually what I'm going to do. So, now comes the painful part where you just watch me assemble this. However, before I go through all that, I want to make sure you understand the basics. You're just using a glass jar so that it can hang inside and not get blown away every time you walk by. You want to have two hooks very close to each other from which you can hang two very thin, very light pieces of foil. I'm going to build mine, then after that's done, I'll explain to you how to use it. Oh man. Here goes. And there we have it. All right, there we have it. We've got two very thin sheets of aluminum foil hanging side by side inside of a glass jar, suspended by only metal. All right. So, how does this thing work? I kid you not. This is how I had to do it. I took a plastic Easter egg and I just went like that. All right. So this has built up a static charge now. Now, when I put it near the foil, see the leaves move? Uh-huh. Yeah. Electroscope. Oh my gosh. So, make one of those. Send me a picture. Even a video of it working would be great. Goodbye. There we go. There we go. So the way this works is you need to build up a static charge. So I'm going to go take off my shoes. And I'm going to go scuff around on the carpet for a couple minutes. Scuff, 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 scuff. Oh, scuff, 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 scuffy, Scufferson, scuffing for fraternal. Okay, now I've just been scooting around on the carpet in my socks. I haven't touched anything metal, and my hope is that I've built up a nice static charge. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch the metal at the top. Nothing. Nothing. All right, I need a plastic chair or something. Oh. No. That's not what I'm going to do. How am I going to get some... I need a sweater. I need a sweater. All right, I've got a sweater. Pardon me, jar. So, one way that you can build up a static charge is to take a sweater and just repeatedly rub a plastic spoon on it. Like, as long as you wash your hands, for our nice lockdown. Should be getting a nice static charge by now. Maybe. Knock, knock. Who's there? Physics class. Physics class who? Physics class who cares? All right, so let's see if I've gotten some static on here. Come on, do that magic. No? Oh, man. Oh, this isn't good.